How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Tressa's Collectibles channel. I'm Randall, aka Shizukatsu.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're going to be doing a box opening together. It's been a little bit since we've done one of these, since I don't think they've printed any premium boosters too recently.
Right, but I do think this is one that does warrant a bit of a special product opening video, because this Konosuba re-edit set is functionally 99% reprints, so I figured we might take this opportunity to talk about when Konosuba was still relatively competitive. Well, not relatively, it was actually quite competitive.
It was really good. It was like a world finals, like literally the finals.
Exactly. Deck. So this product is a really nice one, mostly I think in particular for English collectors and players alike. For players, Konosuba has historically been an extremely expensive deck to build, and post the big Weiss Schwarz boom several years ago, not only were singles expensive, but also people that wanted to open Konosuba to maybe chase for the signature cards just could not find product for Volume 1 or Volume 2 at a decent price. So this set coming with reprints of a lot of key cards for players for Volume 1 and 2, as well as reprints for every single booster SP from Volume 1 and 2 in a different color, offers collectors and players a really affordable way to just get into Konosuba again. It's like I remember when all the collectors came into the game several years ago, and one of their most requested sets that they asked about was Konosuba, and it always kind of just pained me to tell them that, you know, it's not really feasible for them to get product. So I think Bushiroad, with the reprint of the Legend of Crimson set that came out a while back, we always kind of figured that this was their roadmap, was to eventually release re-edit as well. With the combination of re-edit as well as Legend of Crimson, English players will now have everything that Konosuba has to offer at very fair prices. So.
Yeah. Well, we say everything, but like over on the JP side, there are two Kadokawa sneaker Bunko sets that unfortunately did not make their way over to English, but the re-edit set does have a few card profiles from Sneaker Bunko 1, so that English players now have access to those. One of the most notable being the Level 0 Megumin Drop Search, one of the biggest cards that people have needed for English Konosuba up to this point was that trial deck 2500 vanilla drop search Megumin, and despite being a vanilla drop search, just because that was the only one available and trial decks were so hard to come by, that card was also carrying quite a high price tag, right?
Right. I think it might still be along the lines of like $25-$30. I would not be surprised, you know. So like the overall Konosuba deck is like almost $1,000.
Yeah, but you don't need that anymore.
You don't.
You can get the new 3500 drop search.
Just so premium.
Yep. I mean, it is a good profile. It could double as a beater. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we're going to be doing our usual today, 2 boxes, but interestingly, this is going to be on the new box format, 12 packs per box, and so we don't actually know quite what we're getting into as far as rarity spread and things like that.
Right, so as a business, Tressa did not offer a place of pre-orders for this set, so these are going to be the first boxes that even I'm going to be seeing open. Furthermore, just like Colorful Stage, the original Japanese product that this was adapted from is an 18-box format, but in English, when they brought it over, this is a 24-box case. What's interesting, furthermore, is that this is, on the old format, still one of those sets where not everything comes foiled like we're used to for modern sets. If anything, this set actually has not that many foils at all, with 16 SRs and 6 triple rares. You add that up to be 22 total foils, and there's 24 boxes in a case, so one has to wonder how many foils we are expecting in a per box. So
right,
I'm expecting 1 to 2, but yeah, don't be surprised if we just open. I wouldn't be surprised if we just open 1 foil per box, and maybe an SP or triple rare will be like a bonus second foil.
Right. So if you guys are watching quote unquote this video just by like listening to it, because I know some people do that, right? Then just know that we don't know what the ratios are yet. If you want to come back to this point of the video when you can actually like view it, we will have a kind of breakdown, I guess, of whatever ratio we pulled from these 2 boxes on the screen so you guys can read it. But yeah, we're basically just going to be taking you guys through, I guess, like a sort of like a history lesson of Konosuba, because these cards aren't like super viable considering that they were released Well, I mean, like
it's a re-edit. Almost,
it's been like 7-8 years at this point.
Yeah.
And then even the re-edit itself is like 5 years old. If there were any new cards, they still wouldn't be that modern.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just go ahead and before we get into it, of course, we have the case topper playmat, which is featuring the key art of the set, the one that we see on like the booster boxes. And with this not being an English original set, it's going to be 1 per case with the stitched edge compared to the 4 per case non-stitch edge of the English originals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get right into our first box then. I believe the SPs of the set are rainbow signature?
I think so, yeah. So what's interesting is that Konosuba Volume 1, all the SPs were gold, but Volume 2 is really cool because they featured color signatures. So Aqua, early play healer, that was a blue sign, and Megumin had red, things like that. But I do believe for this set, they're all kind of uniformly just a different color, and I think it is something like a rainbow setting.
Mm-hmm. So we have our going first card. So I thought these came from Legend of Crimson. Did they come from...
I think they came from... Re-edit. Yeah, Legend of Crimson has their own PRs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the really cool thing about this is that every character, Mike literally already knows where I'm going with this. So every character has their own set of going first and second cards. So like Darkness has one of each, Aqua has one of each, Megumin has one of each, etc. Except for Kazuma. And so for those of you who have watched the show, you guys know Kazuma does not lose at rock, paper, scissors. So Kazuma only has a going first
He doesn't go second. He never loses.
That's one of my all-time favorite flavor things.
Honestly, just for the first seconds alone, I think some people might like to open boxes. Just, hey, gotta collect those first seconds.
Yeah, and then it's like the collectors that if they don't know, they're gonna be like, "Where's the Kazuma going?"
Yeah, you're like trying to complete the whole set of first seconds. You're like 18 boxes through a case. You're like, I have like 3 of everything. Where's the Kazuma second?
Yeah, and then like someone just comes up and is like, "Yeah, that's not a thing. He doesn't lose."
Yeah. So this is a 10 double rare set, so case-wise, we should expect 8 of every double rare on average, 2 playsets worth.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, I'm not gonna remember what most of these.
Don't worry, I mean, we'll talk about things as they come up if they're relevant.
Axis Cult, I heard this had a pretty good showing at a trios lately.
For sure,
actually was
like
just
it actually topped question.
Yeah. So, shout outs to the Axis Cult player.
Yeah. This is an anti-level bomb. I don't think Konosuba has a level 1 anti-level bomb. I don't think those were really around commonly until like the past 2-3 years, or maybe 4-5 years.
For level 1 ones?
For level 1 anti-level.
Maybe I think it's been a little bit longer than that, because I remember the one that comes to mind for me is like the Bang Dream extra boosters. Both of them each had a level 1 bomb, and those have been out for a bit now, right?
Time is so hard to put into context, because like, when did those come out? I get they were a long time ago, but Konosuba was probably even longer, right? But anyways, yeah.
What's the other effect of that? Oh, it's anti-runner. Oh wait, no, it's not. Wait, this is a runner. This is a
this card is just like, you can proactively field it and then crash your other lanes, and then if they want to early play, you're just like run in front of the early play. But realistically, for most cases, you're just going to use it as a turn removal.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, this was a rare originally, I believe.
Yeah, this is Konosuba 1 rare.
Megumin Brainstorm. It's a pay 1, rest 2 Brainstorm. You don't see those very much these days.
Hey, you know what this profile saw play in? I just played it, Azure Lane 2.
True.
Yeah.
That one is probably a Brainstorm 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it made my cats 5k.
Yeah, so this card, one of the Konosuba 1 cards, it's a assist to level 0 or lower characters, gives them 1k power, and it's also a Brainstorm pay 1, rest 2. Notably, I do think that this profile is quite usable in the fusion variations of Konosuba. You can use this effect to rest all your fusion pieces before you actually stack them on top of each other to do your fusion. And so I think in that particular deck, this card could see quite a good bit of use compared to just like the tap self Brainstorm, especially if in those fusion decks you are not running the door climaxes that allow you to utilize that rest self Brainstorm's second effect. So yeah, definitely still a very usable card. This was uncommon though. This one I believe is actually a card from Sneaker Bunko.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what this card does. I've never seen this card before.
Yeah, so this one originally is from Sneaker Bunko, so the original version would have had like the Kurone Mishima art style.
Oh, okay. No, I think I recall that art now, yeah. So what does it do?
So it's this is another anti-change. This is a reverser, though, compared to this one, which is
a hard removal.
Stock bomb, yeah. And then this card also has a coin flip effect. When this becomes reversed, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's level 2 or higher, put it into your hand. Konosuba notably being a deck that really liked to run a lot of
2s and 3s.
Level 2s and 3s for cards like the frog snot Aqua.
Yeah, and if you're playing like Bunny Union, things like
Bunny
that.
Union, and then the level 0 coin flip Megumin.
Exactly.
All of those cards really wanted you to play a lot of 2s and higher to use their effects. So yeah, this could definitely see play. You just like get a free +1. Wiz.
That's not uncommon.
This is. Was this normally?
I think this was a rare in set 1. Yeah, it's supporting the Megumin combo.
Yeah, the double combo with the Megumin level 3. And then our
Snipe Kazuma.
Our first rare. Yeah. This was a pretty iconic card.
Yeah.
And
okay, so I personally feel like I've always really undervalued, or not undervalued. I've never really thought this card was really good ever. But then I do know that people were like 4 of this Snipe Kazuma every deck.
JP was like always 4 of this card.
Yeah.
And like our first instinct when we were like looking at the JP players running this card was like, oh, I guess it's like Yellow Splash or something. But I mean, like the removal is always nice. And then I think the second ability, when this card gets reversed, if you're you can pick a card from your opponent's clock and like send it to the waiting room, and then they collect the top card of their deck. There's a lot of like hidden coincidental utility that can come out of this. Like, let's say your opponent tries to do that thing that players normally do, where it's like, I'm going to leave my deck with one card at the end of my deck rotation so that I can refresh with this climax. But if they want to like reverse the Kazuma, then it's like they can't do that because then they'll refresh. Or if they don't reverse the Kazuma and they leave themselves with like 2 cards in deck, then you're just like, okay, well, I get 2 free damage or something like that. So there were like some very
it's like it's sometimes
niche
it'll come
situations.
Maybe your opponent's playing experienced deck at level 0 and you just whack off their experience and then hope they don't reclock a level 3 or something.
Yeah.
So it's like baseline, it's a hard removable stock bomb. It's never going to be bad, but I do feel like, especially when Konosuba already had to run a very low number of zeros, having to commit some of your precious 0 slots to that, I personally always felt like it wasn't worth it, but I do know that it was very prevalent at the time.
Okay, so pack number 2, we have Darkness again.
What is that?
I think this is another card from
Sneaker
Bunko. So this 2/1 Wiz. On play, choose a level 3 or lower character in the opponent's back row, and it cannot stand next turn. And this is a level 2 or lower reverser.
There's a lot of reversers.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the Konosuba characters, they do be losing a lot. So.
Yeah.
Another Axis Cult card. Draw 2, discard 1, and then put 3 Axis Church Devotees, which is the army card. Honestly, we should probably put these over here. These might actually be like worth something.
I don't know how much Axis Cult members were going for before this, but well, now there's more supply, so
it's an army card. Like,
it is.
When it comes to army cards, you can never have enough army cards.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't even remember what putting them underneath as markers did. So I guess we'll find out. Another one of these.
Oh, iconic.
I can't stand this card. So the level 0 Darkness, one of the first double drop search that we like ever saw in Weiss Schwarz.
And this is on play, right?
Yeah, on play double drop
that's
search.
Crazy.
So on play, pay 1, ditch 2, search your deck for 2 worries or robber characters. So basically like Darkness or
Darkness Chris.
Darkness Chris, yeah. And then add them to your hand. And then when this attacks, you mill 2, and if you mill a climax, this gets +2 soul. Right after you just thinned your deck out of 2 cards.
Yeah, this card like hard carries Darkness deck. Like super hard carries.
It's so good. And we have a 3/5 backup. Ooh, this card was a promo.
This was
actually.
a promo.
And so English never had access to this particular Aqua level 1 or level 0. So on play, you look at the top card of your deck, and you can either leave it on top or put it on bottom. And then on attack, if you have 1 or less other characters, you can mill 1. And if that card is a level 0 character, you can put it on your back row. So basically just like helps its own effect. You can look at the top, and if it's not a 0, you just put it on the bottom. And then try to get that free +1. I don't actually remember where this promo came from. I just remember that it was a promo.
Yeah, I mean, the Japanese version of the game, they have so many different sources of where promos can come from, so it's hard to keep track.
Yeah. Another Wiz. Another one of those. Adventurer Kazuma from set 1, right?
Yeah, this is a stock charger?
Yeah, this is a stock charger. When you have a climax in play, and then when your other character becomes reversed, this gets 1,000 power until end of turn.
Honestly, not shabby for the time.
Yeah, I mean, free stock is free stock, right? Yep. Isn't that common? I'm pretty sure that was a rare originally. Ooh, Eris. This is definitely one of the cards that I underrated the most from Konosuba in the first 2 sets, but this is a really, really strong card for the time. So it's an early play if you have the level 0 Aqua. I guess like these days we would call it a Rejerd, but that card predates Rejerd.
It does, yeah. Rejerd's just the famous one.
Yeah. While you have that in your clock, you can early play this. On play, you can salvage an adventurer or goddess character. Although notably, Eris herself does not have adventure trait, so you do need to work around that in your deck building a little bit. And then up to once per turn, when your center slot character declares an attack, and it can even be herself if she's in the front row center slot, you can pay 1, discard 2, and reveal the top card of your deck. And if it is an adventurer or goddess character, she restands. So this is an effect that we have seen a bit more recently from Aqua in Hololive, Volume 2.
Yeah, but her being able to early play pretty consistently as long as you build the deck for it, having on-play salvage, it just makes the consistency of you going for the Eris game plans very consistent. If you want to just hold an Eris and salvage another Eris, and then you want to really push for damage at level 2, as long as you hit the top trick on your center slot attacker, she will always get the restand. Do note though, if she is in the center slot herself and you're attacking, she'll declare attack, and then you top check, and then she restands, and then battle
power comparison.
And then there's power comparison, so then she would stand, and then if she's slower, she would just get reversed. So you don't actually get the restand. So you want to be careful about that. But if you're sure that you can win the slot, or if it's an empty lane, then you can by all means.
Yeah, this is definitely a big part of why Konosuba's non-climax combo endgame was so good. You could run this alongside like the 3/2 Megumin that like burns 5 and free summons. So those 2 cards were really, really strong together.
Yeah, they're especially for the time, because this came out in Volume 1, 2017. There were not too many super consistent options to just kind of like push.
This was a Volume 1 card?
This is a Volume 1 double.
Holy moly.
Yeah, super good for this time.
Okay, level 3 killer. Darkness Takitsubo.
Yeah, Takitsubo is a railgun character. So this card is start up, pay 1, clock yourself, rest yourself, search your deck for a level 1 or lower?
Any adventurer character, regardless of trait.
Yeah, no,
or regardless of level, I mean.
Yeah, this card's super good too.
Yeah. So this also, I know Darkness foils are like quite expensive, but this is also one of the ones that was quite expensive, right?
I think Darkness foils in general were all pretty pricey if they were used in the deck. Some of them had alternate arts and they were even more pricey, but...
And here we have the infamous, does it say On Death? Yeah.
Yeah, so
this card famously, when it was printed into English, was printed as an on-play ability, right?
That's not why.
Oh wait,
that's not why it got errata.
No, it was like you don't like know what to do with the card.
Yeah,
right?
so it was basically like, okay, look at up to the top 4 cards for a deck, choose one,
send the rest to waiting room.
And I don't even think you send the rest to waiting room. You add it to your hand, and then it just like ends or something. So like you don't know how to resolve the other cards that you looked at.
They just didn't like print the full effect of the card. Yeah. It's just it's a on death, discard 1, top check 4 for a magic character. So notable characters that this could grab: Megumin herself, of course, and then Yun, and then Kazuma, because Kazuma also is magic trait. Okay, for our next pack, we do have another import from Sneaker Bunko. So this card in the original Sneaker Bunko printing was actually a Haruhi and Aqua card, so you could play it in either Haruhi Suzumiya or Aqua. Unfortunately, in the English version, you can only play this in Konosuba. So those English Haruhi players, all 5 of you, unfortunately, don't have access to this card.
No. They got their 10-year update with the power-up set. They can survive for another 10 years.
But yeah, this is on play, gain 2k. On play, you can discard a climax to choose one of your opponent's characters and send it to memory until the end of the turn.
Darkness Changer.
Oh, Axis Cult.
Axis Cult.
How many arts are there? There's 4 of this?
4 or 5, I think.
Okay, and then we have a foil. Notably, this is the foil of the promo, so this is one that has never existed in English before. So this is a pretty good promo, pretty good foil to pull.
Yeah,
I would say.
There will be a number of foils that collectors and players can look forward to in this set that are either going to be new alt arts, like Foreclosure gets a new alt art.
Oh,
Aqua.
yeah,
That one's really
yeah.
nice. And then also just foils of some cards that we've just never had before, like this Aqua PR. So a lot to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is another Sneaker Bunko import. 1-0 Union. On attack, just give 2/5 anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Goddess Blow.
Furious Fist Aqua. So this is the level 3 that the 3-0 event goes with.
Yeah.
So this one gives her 3 markers. Now let's remind ourselves what these markers do. On play, draw 2, discard 1. At the beginning of your climax phase, you can choose up to 3 of the Axis cult members and put them from your waiting room, put them underneath this face up as markers. When this attacks, if Goddess Fury is in your climax area, your opponent mills X from the top of their deck, and if there is a climax, you get to kill a level 3 you get to choose a level 3 or lower character across from her and clock shoot it. And X is the number of markers underneath this card. So if you have like 3 markers from this, 3 markers from this, you can make your opponent mill 6. And then if there's a climax, you clock shoot the character across from this. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the turn, all the markers go to waiting room.
Yeah, okay, neat flavor.
If your opponent has a really compressed deck, then
so
yeah. And then our rare on death Salvage Ricky. It's just on death Salvage Ricky.
Yeah, it was a rare in Volume 1, and it's still a rare now.
Yeah.
There are some cards that were double rares in Volume 1 or 2 that they demoted to rare status in this particular set. Yeah. I think mostly because they needed to make some space for just the premium ones, and then as well as like the Megumin Drop Searcher.
I mean, it is 2 sets of double rares.
It is.
Well, 2 and like of 10th sets.
Yeah, and like Volume 1 only had 8 double rares, but so I think 8 and 8, and then you pick and choose between the best ones from. And then Volume 1 and 2.
Add Megumin Drop Searcher.
And then you add Megumin Drop Searcher, yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I do think, like, we didn't really appreciate as much back then as much as we do now is this card's ability to just get itself back. Because by the time that the effect activates, it is in the waiting room. It's a valid target.
Right. I think in Volume 1, it's probably saw a bit of play, but you're also competing with the clock search of the Darkness. And then once Volume 2 came out, you had to compete with clock search of the Union back row. So you had pretty good ways of using your clock advantage. So I guess that was just never a good primary option.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite counters honestly in all of Weiss Schwarz. If the costs were like
slightly
cheaper, like imagine if this was like pay 1, sack 1.
That would be crazy.
That would be actually like insane. But yeah, so what this card does is it's a backup, but when you use the backup, you can pay 2, and then for the rest of the turn, all characters in your opponent's deck lose all their traits. So if they want to use a search effect, it's not going to work. If they want to use a like top check for effect, add one of them to hand, that's not going to work either.
Yeah, that's a great one to bring up because I think people that just don't know logistically how things work on top check effects, when you're top checking, even though us as players, we're going to reveal them from, we're going to like mill them from the top of our deck, they're still part of the deck.
Yeah.
So top check, X, add a traded character, climax combos just won't work.
Yeah, something like this would not work.
Exactly.
Yes, because when you're looking at the cards, they're still part of your deck when you're choosing which one to add. Yeah. So all of those effects would just like get completely turned off. And so
if there was ever a meta where that was very prevalent, I think this card can just be like a super Debbie Downer for people.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
I have distinct memories of like 2018 shop tournaments where there's like a pretty notable Konosuba player amongst our community at the time, and also at the time we were playing a lot of Yukina level 1 combo in Bang Dream, and this card just completely hoses Yukina combo. So yeah. Okay, let's see. What card is this? Oh, it's a grappling hook for the 3/2 Megumin Stock Soul combo. Okay. Create water. Okay, so unfortunately, Sneaker Bunko isn't out in English, so English Konosuba players would not get to play the like Omega go from level 1 to I won the game or lost the game deck, but like this Kazuma was a very important part of that deck because it allowed you to have easier access to the freeze event, which allows you to take another turn. So For those of you who don't know, Sneaker Bunko has this deck where you start at level 1, and then you play 2 events that, like, one of them burns your opponent 6 times, one of them lets you take an extra turn, and both of them level you up. So you go straight from level 1 to level 3, burn your opponent for 1/6 times, play your level 3 Megumin, and then just, like, burn them for 4, like, 3 times, take another turn, and then burn them for 4 3 times again, and you just hope that you won the game off that.
And if not, you lost. But at least the game went for, like, 10 minutes.
Yeah. If even that. Yeah. Like, those games went so
Hey,
fast.
Look at that. It's
freeze. Anyways, so this freeze event, 1/1 event, you have to be level 2 or lower, and your opponent has to be level 1 or lower. You discard 3, and then put this card into your level, and then next turn, it's your turn again.
And then you take another turn.
You time walk, yeah.
So it's basically, hey, if you ever wanted to play the 3/2 JoJo, take another turn, this is that, except on an event at level 1.
Well, you can be level 2. They have to be level 1.
They have to be level 1, yeah. Mm-hmm.
This Megumin is a coin flip. If this gets reversed, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's level 2 or higher, you put it into your hand, and then on play, give 1k to one of your other characters. This one actually, at least among our friend group, I have seen this card see play.
Occasionally, yeah, it's definitely not a terrible option. Because you're like, okay, do I want to rely on the 3/5 Megumin and her coin flip, or would I rather have this and maybe have a bit more of a higher chance of just getting the +1?
4k no los dos,
yeah.
or 4k no los dos.
True.
Hey, look, another bottom deck removable bomb. And what else did this do? Oh, it lets you summon a character from waiting room. Okay. And then our rare is Rayjared Aqua. So when this is placed on stage from hand, you can put a card from hand into clock to search your deck for up to 1 goddess character.
Yeah, I do think the goddess deck was one of the more underrated archetypes. One of our friends back in the day definitely repped the goddess deck to its maximum potential, and he got a lot of wins with that goddess deck. Quite strong.
Level 2 assist, and this one was also meant to be used with, like, they had, like, the where is it? The Adachi? Or not, well, I guess it's not an Adachi because it's level 2, but, like, you could use it with this because this card
gives a level, right?
Gives a level, and it says choose another character, so you can choose any character. Yeah. So if your opponent had an annoying level 2 or something, you could give that +1 level and then use this. Or if your opponent was already at level 3 and you just want to get rid of their level 3, you just, like, play this, turn theirs into a level 4 or something.
Yeah.
Memory kick back up. Oh, 3/2 Wiz. This was a rare, I think. Originally?
I think it was a double rare.
This was a double rare?
I think this was a double rare. I mean, because it was like an early play healer, right?
Yeah, 2 or less early play healer, on play heal, and then on play, your opponent can choose a cost 0 or lower character in their waiting room and put it in any slot on their stage. But if their stage is full, then...
Yeah, but this was the price you paid back in the day for having an 11k early play healer. Nowadays, you just have that.
Yeah.
With some fake conditions, but that was an actual downside.
Yeah. If their stage is full, then they don't get a +1, but I guess they can, like, improve the quality of their board.
Yeah, they can get, like, an on death or something.
Okay, this Chris is also a sneaker card. So on play, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is an event or adventurer character, or the original version would have been event or adventurer or sneaker Bunko, then you add it to your hand, discard a card, and then pay 1 act ability. You can choose one of your adventurer characters and give it +1 soul. This is spammable, so if you really need to just pump all of your soul for a final push and you have, like, nothing else better to do, then you could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna give myself, like, a fake 1k1 or something.
And then you're gonna play, like, 3 darkness drop searchers, spam them with the Chris.
No, please.
Side for 5?
Jesus. Yeah. It is spammable, though, yep. And then for our rare...
this is near darkness.
This is the Musashi? No, this is the veneer is
defensive one.
The veneer is the Musashi.
Veneer is Musashi. This is the defense.
Damage scry. Okay. So, and this is also a field swapper. Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, and those can all come down at level 1, so that was actually a big part of why the Darkness Veneer deck saw some good success at one point.
Okay. What we got here? Oh, that's a level 1 Axis Cult. But this is like a different card. This is not
I don't think you would play that.
Yeah.
Just...
Okay, alright. Here we go. Big money. Alright, so this is the level 0 Megumin Drop Search that we were talking about earlier. Another Sneaker Bunko import. So this is identical to the Saber Altar from Fate,
Heaven's Feel
2. Yeah. So on play, drop search for an adventure or magic, and then if you have 2 or less stock, this gets plus 1500 power. So this can be a 3500 beater. And that was kind of like the big reason why when this card was around, I was a big proponent of playing 4 copies of this, because if you just open multiple, you can use one of them as like your 3500 beater on like turn 1, and like keep the other one for drop search utility on a future turn.
Yeah, I think back in the day, I might be wrong, but I feel like the kind of benchmark for what we were playing were like, okay, 3500 with upside, or like runners. Right, so 3500 with drop search so that it can stay relevant at all points in the game definitely warrants a high inclusion, because it's a card that you want to see very early on, as early as turn 1, but then down the line you're not going to be upset if you draw into any of those later later levels. But you could also just run in 4K like this Swimsuit Darkness.
If you have 2 or less stock, this gets 1500. This is literally the same card without the drop search, and with a lot more something else.
Yeah, that foil, I think 1.1 for like hundreds.
Yeah, that foil, oh my.
Hundreds.
Okay, so this is Kazuma. Kazuma Des.
Is the namesake, this is the namesake Kazuma drop search, right?
Well, top check 3. Top check 3. Yeah, this is what, like, whenever we say like, oh, it has the Kazuma effect, this is the card we're referring to. On play, pay 1, ditch 1, top check 3.
Yeah.
Just a great way to like dig for like climaxes in the late game. A lot of people when they play this profile, it's just like, I'll hold on to this. And like throughout the mid late game, if I need to play it prior to my finisher turn, then like I will. But you use this like search for climax if you don't have it.
Yep.
It's like a big reason people would run this card. And this was definitely a double R. This was definitely a double R. So this was a restand combo, climax combo. This was with a door, right?
Yeah.
And it's when this card's battle opponent becomes reverse. If you have the climax in play, you can pay 2, discard a character to stand this, and your opponent cannot use act abilities of characters on stage until the end of their next turn, so your opponent can't brainstorm next turn. That could be really obnoxious. And it's also a on-play top check burn, so if you reveal an adventure or magic character, you deal 1. This is actually like really good card.
It's not bad at all.
Like triple of this potentially produces 9 instances of damage.
Yeah.
On top of, because it's a restand, the finisher cost isn't even that bad, because like you're refunding 1.
Stock-wise, you're not paying that much. I think the big downside would be like it doesn't have a cantrip or heal effect, so you're really going all in. And then I think just in the context of Konosuba, you are competing with some of the other premium combinations of cards that Konosuba has to offer. So while you can't go directly for a huge whiz line, sometimes it might be more prudent to be like, okay, Foreclosure, Megumin burn, and then the Megumin 3/2 lets you summon something else. So there was always going to be opportunity cost, but I would not have faulted anyone, and I would have been very scared if I ever saw this whiz across the table from me. Right.
I think another big issue with this card is maybe it's not as big as I think it is, but it's not adventure trait because it's death magic.
Yeah. It definitely can come into play.
Okay. Oh wait, no, it's not a door.
Oh, it's not?
It's a split 3k1 to red characters.
Okay, that's probably another reason why this card didn't see play as much.
Yeah. This is something you guys.
I thought it was that's memory's foggy.
This is something that I think a lot of Weiss players have never seen before. What is it? They're like, what the heck is a split 3k1?
Yeah, they see the 2 triggers and they're like, it's not a 2 soul or 2k1?
Or a split or stock soul?
Stock soul. Stock soul. I don't even think they print that many 2k1s anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a split 3k1.
Specifically
Aqua,
2 red characters.
Yeah, Aqua level 1 was also a split 3k1. So Volume 2 of Konosuba, they definitely printed some interesting stuff.
Yeah, there's a specific yellow climax I'm excited to try to pull. I don't remember. Is it in the set? That yellow one, the one I'm talking about, the Chris combo.
I don't know. I think so.
Hopefully we can pull it. I was checking to see if we had pulled it, but we haven't even pulled any yellow climaxes yet. So. Yeah. Okay, Global 5. Rest this. Give a character +1 level. Kind of like in the same vein as that level 2 we saw earlier. This can give a level anywhere. It originally did not give a level anywhere.
Yeah, that card needed an errata.
A lot of cards with this effect needed an errata.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, was this in? This was
that I don't know that card, so that had to.
This one was a new one. This was another sneaker Bunko card. Yeah. 2/2, 10/5 hand encore standby. If this deck had standby, but it doesn't, so you know.
For future design space, but for now, it doesn't do that.
Access Cult Brainstorm.
This was a double rare.
Set 1 double rare. Oh my god, it got downgraded to an uncommon. On play, mill 1, And choose an opponent's character whose level is equal or lower than the level of your milled card, and then you get to kill it. And then climax combo. There are so many different climaxes called explosion something.
Some variant of explosion, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's a burn 5.
Yeah.
I actually think, I'm pretty sure explosion magic, just like the name is just explosion magic, I'm pretty sure this is the one that got reprinted in Sneaker Bunko 2 as a choice recently.
Oh, you're probably right.
I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Because certainly not with the good Megumin. That's real explosion magic, I think.
Yeah, the stock soul.
Yeah.
This is real explosion magic. It's definitely not this one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's this one right here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think this got reprinted. Yeah. So in Sneaker Bunko, unfortunately not for English, this is a choice now.
I always thought this effect of the on-play mill cards kill a level extra lower on opponent's board was really cool, but unfortunately Megumin just comes down a level too late. I think one of the more prevalent effects that one of the more prevalent decks that saw this effect in a competitive sense was Kisniver, yeah, because their 3/2 could early play, so you could actually like disrupt board and have it mean something. When you get to level 3, you kill their back row, it doesn't really mean anything anymore. They can just play your finishers and stuff. So.
Yeah. Here we have
one of the best cards in Konosuba.
Seizure of private property, or more commonly known as Foreclosure, which is what it was known as in like JP.
Yeah.
So it's an event counter that makes your opponent lose all of their stock, and then they get it all back at the end of the turn. And so if your opponent is playing a finisher that requires a lot of stock, especially if it's one that's on reverse, because that means that they have to actually swing into the counter before they can actually like pay for their cost for the ability, this can completely cripple those strategies. So like earlier I was saying how that Aqua counter was really good against Yukina level 1. This card was really good against Yukina level 3. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was awful. I distinctly remember one occasion where I played against a Konosuba player where I swung with my Yukina while I had 3 stock after the trigger, and then they foreclosured me, and then I couldn't combo, and then when they replaced all my stock at the end of the turn, I got 3 climaxes. My last 3 climaxes in my deck all went to stock.
Yeah. And then it's actually really cool as an offensive tool as well. Obviously, being a counter, you can use this defensively, but people have been able to use this in situations, for example, where maybe the opponent has a money counter or a rest counter or any counter that costs any stock. You use this on your turn, and then they just lose all their stock for the turn, and then you just have no worries of any of their defensive options. So this is really the reason why I think it's really nice to just play a early game that can get you a ton of stock. Things like the Bunny Girl Union, things like the Snot Aqua, because Konosuba is one of those decks that can utilize all of its stock really efficiently, both defensively and offensively.
Yeah. Notably, though, these days, you play this on your turn to try to play around their anti-damage or whatever, and then it's just Nikkei.
Yeah, it's just, I have a Modernia on board.
Yeah.
No, this is why you just clock shoot the Modernia with your Megumin. You just don't care.
True. Okay, level 0 Aqua. I remember this card being a judge promo for English,
a judge promo,
right?
Yeah.
So this is the Free Fresher. On play, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Adventurer or Goddess or Axis Cult character, add it to your hand to discard a card. And then on play, you can pay 2 Free Fresh.
This profile is still really nice.
Yep.
Like, that card can be a 20-25 card, and it will still see play in the decks that want that type of profile.
On play, reveal top, add to hand, ditch this climax, pay 2 Free Fresh.
I'm chilling.
I'm straight chilling. Level 0 Kazuma. I believe this is the one that searches for another climax.
Isn't this the support for explosion magic?
No.
Oh, it's not?
This is the climax combo that searches another climax.
Oh, okay. Okie dokie.
And then it's pay 1, rest 2, brainstorm. This is a set 1 card.
This needs to be on the board for something. I just don't remember what. I thought this Kazuma needed to be on the board for like a Megumin combo.
Oh, maybe.
Can I see the 3/2? Oh, that's an uncommon, huh? Oh, jeez. Okay. You do you. I'll look for it.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
This does not.
Oh,
does
yeah.
Not
You need that.
Yeah. My goodness, that card was not good.
Okay, another Sneaker Bunko import, Eris. It's a level 0 summoner.
No, nice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Unfortunately, the best level 0 that you want to summon is not the same trait as this. Like, you would probably want to summon like a Union.
Yeah, so I think this can probably just go in like a Goddess deck if you wanted to bring out like a Aqua Brainstorm or something.
Oh, we did get another foil.
And it's
Wait, this one... This is like a completely new frame, isn't it?
Yeah, no, this is one of the I do remember when Re-Edit came out in JP, this was like the big money triple rare. Because like that was the go-to combo still.
Oh, it's not even the same not even the same artwork.
Yeah, and like Volume 1, you just don't have that card as foil. So this was like a huge improvement. When you were playing like the Yun Megumin deck, your Yun combos came triple rare in Volume 2. But as far as I recall, yeah, the stocks will never came foil. So
you know what I think is a really nice touch about this? So the border, it does have this new border, right? But the border has the explosion sparkles.
yes,
That's really nice.
yeah, I do appreciate that they took the time and effort to look up another keyframe in this shot.
Yeah.
Some more screenshots is very much appreciated, but it does look quite nice.
On play, pay 2, clock 1, top check 2, add 2 yellow
Wait,
characters.
pay 2?
Or pay 1.
Pay 1.
On play, pay 1, clock 1, look at top 2, add up to 2 yellow characters. So this went in the
Darkness
Chris deck.
Veneer Chris deck.
Yep. What was this one? Oh, it's Summon from Waiting Room combo. Okay. This was another double rare.
Yeah.
Double rare downgrade.
Oh, is that a rare now?
This is a rare now. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So this was this required the swimsuit Megumin in your clock. This was another big piece of the meta build. So you need swimsuit Megumin level 0 in your clock to early play this, and then when this is placed on stage from hand, you mill 3. And then you get stacking effects based on the number of adventure or magic characters that you milled in those 3 cards. So if you milled 1, you get a blind stock. If you milled 2, you get to minus 4k something in your opponent's front row. And if you milled all 3, you get to deal 1 damage to your opponent. And these all stacked. So this was a really, really good mid-game card.
Yeah, especially the 1-2 punch of being able to have a lot of big beaters, big Tuso beaters. You play 1 or 2 of these Megumins, and then you end the turn, or you finish the board with an early play Aqua, and then your opponent's just staring down 3 early plays at level 2, which for that time, granted, like, your early plays already got all their value. For that time, that was actually something you needed to respect.
Yeah, and on top of that, because these two, like, assuming you do like Megumin and Megumin Aqua, if these two mill at least 1 character, then you're getting 1 stock back, and then the Aqua is a heal to stock, so you did this entire thing with only
3 to 4 stocks,
starting with 4 and still ending with 1.
Yeah,
right.
Like and then like the Aqua is hand intensive, but then you always have the insurance of using the Yun resonance to get back hand. So it was just extremely resource efficient, especially considering they have really good on play effects.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I think the insurance is like, you're playing 3 early plays at level 2 in the year 2018. It's like, what are they gonna do about it? Right?
Exactly. Well, they're gonna play Konosuba, and then you're gonna it really was. Konosuba was definitely really powerful in no small part due to its level 2 presence.
Oh, level 1 anti-change. Oh, this stock charger. This was actually like a card.
That was.
If you have 3 or less stock, this just becomes a stock charger.
Really good in the Aqua deck in particular, because the level 1 Aqua costs a stock.
Chris, I'm surprised.
This is a double rare?
I'm surprised this is a double rare.
Wow. Well, I mean, it is an off finisher, I guess.
Yeah, this was, like 3-card Masamune or something, right?
I think so, yeah.
So it's on play heal, on attack you can give another character power, and then on attack, pay 1, ditch 2, look at top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, choose up to 3 cards from among them, send them to waiting room, shuffle the rest back. So the reason we call this Masamune is because of really old Date Masamune from Sengoku Basara, which had this type of effect where it like just rips cards out of the opponent's deck, but they have to shuffle them back.
Yeah.
Nowadays we have Mocha effects where you rip them out and then the cards stay on top of the deck. Swimsuit Heiress. I don't think this card really ever saw play, right?
She's just cute.
It's cute, yeah. I have a deck box of that.
Oh, 2K.
2K count. Okay, yeah. So we actually have 2 of this now. Then.
Yeah, near a 2K counter that is more storied than this 2K counter.
Yeah. So the 2K counter was originally a sneaker Bunko card.
Yeah.
And then what ended up happening was because in JP, Legend of Crimson came out after Sneaker Bunko. So they printed a 2-1 counter in Legend of Crimson that said, if you use the effect, if you pay the cost, you can salvage the 1-0 counter from Sneaker Bunko. But the thing is that because in English, Legend of Crimson came out and we didn't have Sneaker Bunko, they turned that 2-1 counter into the 1-0 counter.
Yeah, so they turned a problem into not only a solution, but actually something that we always wanted in Konosuba. And now we have a second 2K counter.
And they just don't have the 2-1 counter anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
You know what would have been really funny is if they turned this into the 2-1 card. That would have been so
That would have
funny.
been so silly. Whoa! It's Union.
Union. This is like literally like one of the best cards like in the game. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
real.
like that. Throughout Weiss Schwarz's history, there have been many times in which they've printed new effects and they've started very conservatively because they were afraid of the repercussions. So, like, for example, I have been really into Make Ine, and they introduced, like, a new level 4 concept, but the level 4 combo is not very good, because it kind of just, it's a new concept they want to try out, right? Mm-hmm. But occasionally, they come out with a new concept, and it's just, in hindsight, just super broken. So, really famous effects like Akatsuki from Contact Collection, you know, being able to on-play, discard any card, top trick 4, add any card, any traded character from that set. Yun, I would say, is one of those as well. Her effect is pay 1, restore self-resonance with the 3/2 Megumin from set 1. Mm-hmm. You can top check 4, add adventure or magic. And then on play, she also has on play, pay 1, clock yourself, search your deck for Megumin. So this resonance top check effect, we don't really see top check 4.
Yeah, it's always top check 3.
It's now just top check 3 now.
Sets like what? Kaguya 1/1.
Love Live. Sunshine had Rico that was like top check 3 or something in JP.
Okay, yeah, that's in JP because that's in the SIF set.
I don't remember too many cards that resonance outside of like Kaguya and stuff because like honestly speaking, I think for the most part Brainstorm is probably just a more preferred effect nowadays. But back in the day, this card meant that you could just never run the Konosuba player out of resources ever. This was a period in time in which there were still combos that had on reverse effects and games weren't as fast paced. You had more turns, so there were more opportunities to kind of gain incremental advantage and maybe starve your opponent out of resources sometimes.
I think this was around the era when it was probably picking up more because this was like AOT era as well.
But it was also the start of the period where it's like you had a lot of really strong sets that like just started not caring about what you wanted to do in terms of interaction. And a big part of that was because Yun was just, I'm just gonna get a +2 every turn if I want to, you know.
The big thing about this Yun is that the level 1 combo was one that got you 1 stock and potentially also 1 hand. Mm-hmm. And if you could get 2 resources off of a single Yun combo, then like the resource conversion, being able to take the extra stock that you gain and turn it into guaranteed advantage off of this Yun, on top of the flexible deck control that you have compared to like just playing a conventional Brainstorm. I think that was what the biggest strength was of that particular deck.
I still remember there was a big online tournament with and that Jun entered, and I think he was playing against like Konosuba, and Jun at the time was playing Batman Ninja, and he really valued going for the I'm going to force you into a low econ game plan with like grappling hook and stuff, bringing out your opponent's Brainstormers. People have a very familiar play pattern where they just park the Brainstorm in the back row, Jun would bring it up, and then they would just be on like 2-3 hand the whole game. Konosuba was definitely one of the hardest matchups, not only because it was just naturally the best deck in the format then, but like most people just played 4 Yun, so it's like you jack up 1 Yun, they have more Yuns, and then just like it's really hard to just really grind them down if you want to.
Yeah. On top of that, the fact that this has like the on play like Ricky for the level 3 Megumin sets up its own resonance, but also is just like one of the only sets at the time that could boost themselves to level 1 and then immediately go into their level 1 on reverse combos.
Yeah, it was so disgusting.
Yeah. Such a good like level 0 and level 1 line, just so synergistic. All right, level 1 Veneer. So this is how you get the Darkness level 3 out. You have to pay 3, ditch a climax when this dies, and then you play this from hand. So it still has to come into play from hand.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But
I mean, it'll always trade. You know, it's a stock bomb. So
yeah, if it sticks, it sticks. And then there's like a level 0 Aqua that like gives them hand encore, right? I think.
I think it gives like middle slot encore, right?
I thought it was like when a character comes into play from.
Oh wait, you're right. You're right. I think that's a PR.
That was a PR?
I think it's a PR. I might be wrong.
We'll keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, Friendship Chris. Okay, this card is really funny. So it's a 1/1 event, and it's salvage a Megumin and a Yun and discard a card, and so that part's like pretty normal. And then both players reveal their hand. So like, so it's just like let me see how many climaxes you got there.
Yeah,
buddy.
I think in the show this was just like everyone was like peeking into like
their secrets.
Their secrets, yeah.
Yeah, and they're seeing like their dark past.
Yeah. Wait, isn't this card? Oh no, this is Construction Aqua. This is a different card.
This one is a promo though.
Yeah, this is a promo.
So this is when you play any climax, this becomes a stock charger. And then all of your other characters cannot side while this is in play, and it's 3k.
This is actually not a bad card.
This is a really solid card.
Yeah.
Especially like for the same reason like Union with this is good. If you just this can just like incentivize you to just play like an early climax and then just convert it into more resources with your Union. So this is another really solid card. Common though. Swimsuit Aqua. This one requires the
Aqua Brainstorm.
The summon
Aqua Brainstorm, and then she's always 7k.
She's 7k.
It's Stock Charge.
What, this one?
Oh, that's not
on 3Z.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Sorry.
On 3Z for Adventurer Goddess.
Oh, this is a
This is a promo.
This is a promo.
Leafa counter.
Yeah.
I remember. I think these were in what?
What? What?
Huh?
Just not go on.
I was just gonna say I think I remember getting this from like promo packs or something.
Yeah, no, that's definitely just a multi PR.
What? Okay, and then for our rare we have a Brainstorm for the yellow deck. Okay. Oh, this is the
this is the level 0 Kazuma, right?
Yeah.
Level 0 Kazuma combo.
Split 2k1.
Yeah.
And then that goes with the Kazuma, that goes with the Megumin.
Pretty nice first box. We got 2 foils. Let's see if we can get a 4th double rare. I do expect these to be the typical 3 to 4 double rare boxes.
I'd be down to get 3rd foil. If this is like the new box format, you get 3 foils? Whoa.
Okay, well, I don't think that's going to happen because there's not 100 foils. There's 22 foils.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we just get like 1,000,000 foils.
All right. Or maybe there's nothing. Oh, double rare.
Oh, that's a foil. No,
that's a foil?
It's a foil.
What?
And it's a new. That's the level 1. We still get 3 foils.
What?
Whoa.
That's crazy. Yo, we're gonna have like 2 play sets of the foils.
We're gonna have 1,000,000 foils.
We're gonna have so many foils.
Oh my god. This is actually originally a
promo. No?
Yeah, wait.
It was printed twice before it went to re-edit, I think, right?
Yeah, wait.
Wasn't it a promo, and then it got printed in Sneaker Bunko, and then it got printed in re-edit? Was that not the order?
Oh, yeah.
It was first a promo, and then it was just sold out everywhere because people needed it. So then they reprinted it with a different art in Sneaker Bunko, and then people still needed it, so like now they have it in re-edit.
Yeah, so this card, it has a double climax combo with the...
With that?
With that. Yeah, it's so this is a climax combo with level 3 Megumin, and then the promo came out, and then what ended up happening was Konosuba just turned into, I'm going to run multiple different level 1 Honorverse advantage combos, and then both of them generated stock, which you just used on 2 of these.
Yeah.
And so that is what Konosuba basically just turned into.
Great card.
Yeah.
Wow, 3 foils. I would never have guessed in a million years that a set with 22 total foils, we would get 3 foils in the box.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm excited for the second box now.
Wow, new Explosion Magic. So we have Explosion Magic,
real Explosion Magic, new Explosion Magic. Now Explosion Magic, true final for real.
Okay, that's all we have so far.
Yeah, I think every Megumin climax has Explosion.
Oh, this is
so stupid.
this is the darkness running in front of the birds, right?
Yeah, and then she's just like, I'm 10k now.
Yeah. At the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you can move this to an open position of your center stage that has a character across from it. And then during the opponent's turn, this gets plus 4,000 power times the level of the character.
Oh, sorry, I'm 14k now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the scene in season 2 where she's just like, I want to run in front of the birds. Let me run in front of the birds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I bet there's some game out there back in the past when Bunny Girl was really prevalent and they played against Konosuba and then they like played like Futaba Bodyguard and then he was like, I'm gonna be 14k.
Yeah.
But they decided. Anyways. Yeah. Sorry.
I think this was another promo card. This clean cut.
Yeah. No, it was not a booster card.
Yeah, so clean cut for magic or goddess characters, not adventurer, so that doesn't really change anything. Or
I mean, Goddess and Magic just covers most. That covers
everything.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's just a really, really good card.
Honestly, like probably can see play in certain metas if you want to build modern Konosuba. I think being able to attack with your Union back row or like a Brainstorm and being able to farm value off of that, it does condense your deck slots into turning your back row utility into attackers to generate extra stock.
Yeah, so. I also think notably this card, in more goddess focused builds, this is a really good red splash.
True.
Especially because it's also goddess trait, so it's a red goddess trait card, and then you can splash other cards that you want from like red from like other colors if you need to. So Yeah, that's gonna do it for our first box. Pleasantly surprised by the 3 foils.
I would never. Wow, and
So-
they're good foils. They're premium.
These
foils.
are like probably 2 of the best foils that we
Yeah,
can
it's
pull.
like probably those 2, and then like Foreclosure. You know, it's like top 3 for sure.
Yeah, the alt art foreclosure.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna clean up real quick. Come back with box number 2.
Yep.
Okay, guys, box number 2. Can we get a going second card to go with our going first?
Can I get a Kazuma?
Can we get Kazuma going first? Kazuma des. Kazuma. Who do we have? Oh, it is Kazuma!
Ah, we're going first.
Kazuma des. We're only going first. Let's go. I forget. Does Chomusuke have first seconds?
No.
No?
No. Chomusuke does not.
I think a lot of people would love to have Chomusuke going first seconds. Speaking of which, I don't think we've seen a Chomusuke yet. Chomusuke was in season 2, right? I believe.
Was he? I know
She?
Chomusuke has. Oh, sorry, she. I know Chomusuke had cards in volume 1.
Chomusuke was in season 1?
Wasn't he? She?
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry.
I think she's in
I don't
season
know.
2.
I don't know. IDK.
All right, our first double rare is just a dupe Chris. I remember this card being pretty good.
It was played.
Level 3
Yeah.
killer. When you reverse a level 2 or higher, you can pay 1, salvage 1. Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Yeah, it was played.
And then, what is this card? A hand encore beater. Okay. That's a rare. It's just a Shimakai, or it's a Shimakai
I
with
feel
hand
like this card was played because of some other reason, but I can't remember why. I'm not sure. I feel like that was part of like the trans package or something. Maybe not.
This definitely was not.
Yeah, I might be misremembering.
Okay. We didn't pull the Chris climax in our first box. I'm just now realizing.
Well, let's see how many climaxes there are in this set. 12.
Well, there's 12 packs.
Yeah, it's probably not there.
Oh,
what is
first
that?
rare. This is the double drop search.
Oh my god, the double drop search comes with a new art. And it's a foil.
That is
Wow.
that is a crazy flavor text.
What does that say?
Instead of stripping me nude, he's left only parts of my armor intact, leaving me in an even more provocative state than nakedness to publicly shame me.
Alright, darkness.
Darkness being darkness. Yeah, this is a good card.
Nobody blank. Darkness.
Nobody, literally no one. Darkness. I mean, it's a good foil.
It is, wow.
Someone's definitely gonna want that foil.
Yeah, they chose some really nice cards to give foils. They knew what the people wanted for sure.
Axis Cult.
Axis. Oh, you know what? I don't think they printed, huh? They didn't print cabbage.
My cabbages.
My cabbages.
My cabbages. Oh, another one of those. Oh,
Megumin Runner.
Megumin
That
Runner.
is a new card that we haven't seen yet.
well, new.
New card that we haven't opened.
Yeah, so it's a free runner, and it's also a Ditch Climax salvage for adventure or magic.
This card was what?
Yeah. How many copies did people run of this? Like 2?
Two.
2?
Yeah, I think most of it was 2.
It's just like it's
Because it's too small to be any use after turn 1. You'd rather open the 3/5.
it's like utility cards, sometimes a runner.
But you can count it as like if you're going first, it's the 5th and 6th good opening card,
yeah.
and then down the line it'll just be your discard outlet.
Yeah. There's a lot of Sneaker Bunko cards in here.
Yeah, more than I had
2.
thought. But I guess we only remember the relevant ones.
Oh, I meant just like this pack. This
yeah.
pack just had like 3 Sneaker Bunko cards. Yeah. Sniper, no sniping.
Alright, so the big question is, will we open some more nice double rares that we haven't seen, and how many foils are we going to get in this box?
I mean, I think we're just gonna get 3 again. If I'm being real.
I think there's a chance we get 2 with
Ooh, that is a really good double rare. So this double rare Aqua was, I think this was the last full Fumio we ever saw.
Yeah.
So
There weren't that many in the first place, but this was the last one.
yeah, so nowadays we see the on-play effect where your opponent chooses 1 climax from their waiting room, and then shuffles the rest back. And then this Aqua is on play, pay 1. Your opponent chooses 2 climaxes from their waiting room and shuffles the rest back. So you could really mess your opponent up with this card.
Yeah, you Aqua, Foreclosure, so...
Yeah, just don't pay attention to this last part, this climax combo part. Yeah, just don't pay attention to it. That part does not exist. But this card saw play in every Konosuba deck ever.
Yep.
Pretty much.
You have no reason not to play it.
Oh, there's our Summon Brainstorm Aqua. So this one gave Hand Encore. This is what you were thinking of, giving Hand Encore in the middle.
Yes.
And then it has pay 1, rest this Brainstorm. For each climax, you get to summon a cost 0 from your waiting room to the stage. And so a lot of the times it would be this 1/0 Aqua because it's a 7k as long as you have this Aqua on stage.
But also, if you were still at level 0, you Brainstorm, you hit, and then you summon your level 1 climax combo Aqua. And
reverse
then
their 0.
And then it's in the middle slot, and you has Encore, and you're just like, I have infinite hand forever.
Yep. And then that climax combo you said was one of the split 3k ones, right?
Yep.
Is it this one? In the Name of the Goddess? Is it this one? Maybe? It's definitely not this one.
It has to be. It has to be. Oh, we'll see if we pull the 1/0.
Yeah.
And tech change.
Level 3 Darkness double rare. So this was a level 3. If your opponent has a level 3 or higher character, you can early play this. At the start of your opponent's draw phase, this is not an effect that we see very much anymore.
No.
We used to call this the Great Wall. So at the start of your opponent's draw phase, if this card is in your front row, you choose one of your characters and give it 4k until the end of the until the end of the turn. And then if you have 2 or more other adventurer characters, this becomes a 10k hexproof. So it could be a 14k hexproof on defense.
Yeah, this was a super legit card. It did see play quite a bit, actually, as like a splash in certain metas.
Yeah, and then the 4th effect, this card has 4 effects, Jesus. Yeah. During this card's battle, when you take damage, you can pay 2, discard 1 to deal the same amount of damage back to your opponent. So, Darkness being the masochist that she is. She wants to take the damage, but she's able, on this card at least, she's able to dish it back to the opponent. Unlike in the actual show, she can't do damage to save her life. Oh, there it is. That's the level 1 Darkness combo.
In the Name of the Goddess. So it is that one that we just looked at.
Split 3k1.
Yeah.
And then on reverse, you pay 1, look at up to 3, add up to 3.
No, just
lots of cards. So many cards.
The number of times when I just saw my opponent's hand go from like 2 to 7.
Yep. It's like they play the climax and you're like, how many cards in hand? 2. End of the turn. Discard for hand size.
Yep.
Oh, clean cut foil.
Clean cut.
I think it's just because I haven't seen the whole pool of foils, but I feel like every foil in the set is probably going to be like a good foil.
I think so. Like
it's either going to be like a promo or some like brand new art or something like that.
I've been very impressed so far.
And our rare is the 3/2 Megumin. This one, this one needs
early play healer.
It needs you to have the 3/2 early play Megumin. On board. This one also saw play, right? I think.
No, because you just play the Aqua. I don't think this card saw play. Because I think most people just value the stock refund more.
I guess if anything, where this would see play is if you wanted to play like a mono red.
Yeah. I think also the big issue is if you wanted to play this for the heal, you had to go into Megumin, and sometimes you just don't want to go into Megumin, or you don't have the early play condition in clock. So like running Aqua just not only allows you to divvy up your resources in terms of focusing more on stock, but also you can just go like Bunny Go Yun, and then just early play Aqua.
Yeah. Swimsuit Darkness, another Darkness.
Man, look at all these cards. Makes me want to play Konosuba. That deck was honestly it's such a fun set to play.
I forgot they had this card. This card's pretty good.
Oh, the hard removable?
No, it's when your other character gets reversed, you can give a character 1k, and then you can pay 1 rest this. The
silica thing.
Yeah. Even though this card probably like predates Silica by like... Does it predate Silica? I think
Silica was Ordinal Skill, which is 2018. This is Konosuba 1, I think, so it probably predates it by a year or so, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Ordinal Skill was 2017. God, time is so...
Okay, no foil here. Oh, we got
we got a regular
normal version.
Right, there we go.
Usually people play like 2 copies of this.
Yeah.
So you play like the 4 actual climax combo Union, and you play like 2 of this, and you have like 6 climax combos. And there's really nice because you can just play around whichever climax you opened.
Yeah. And there's really no point in running more than that because like she does have significantly diminished returns on her Climax combo. It's like how many 3/2 Megumins are you really going to salvage, right?
Yeah, I guess we never really like talked about what the combo did though. So it's so it's on play game 15, so it's a 6K, which is not the greatest with a stock soul, but like I mean like if it gets over, it gets over.
Yeah,
right?
you farm like some 0 or something.
And then when this reverses a battle opponent, if you have the stock soul in the climax area, you get to blind stock 1, and you get to salvage the level 3 Megumin if it's in your waiting room. Yeah. So very, very solid card.
Hey, contest Modernia.
It ties Modernia.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than not being able to kill Modernia.
Whoa! Wait, 4 double R.
Yeah.
Wait, so this is just literally
3 to 4. It's
literally just normal ratios.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we pulled one of the most insane level 1 combos like
of the period.
Yeah.
Not gonna say all time because I think definitely the value of this card is tied to the set.
Yeah.
Like like Ambush Union is definitely why Bunny Girl Union was like so crazy. But yeah, what does this card do?
So if all of your characters are magic trait, this gets 2k power. That was a very real condition.
That was so silly
because Aqua exists.
Like definitely during that time, you had so many times when you just couldn't contest all of the Bunny Girl Unions, and then you just felt so bad because when you can't contest. And you leave up a Bunny Girl Union, and then they play the climax again. You're like, well, I'm getting out resourced for the rest of the game.
Yeah, like Aqua being goddess trait and not working with the 6k power condition was definitely like hurt a lot when you were playing as the Konosuba player. And the climax combo is with a door. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, if Light of Saber is in the climax area, you blind stock 1 and then reveal the top card of your deck. And if it is level 1 or higher, you get to add it to your hand. So this card potentially gets you +1 stock and +1 hand. And even if it doesn't get you a hand, that stock can be very easily turned back into a card by using your Ambush Union on the next turn.
Yeah, again, this card is really the big reason why players shifted their deck building ratios to be as lean on level 0s as possible. Because you really want that extra percentage points to get that free stock and then add the card.
Yeah.
Or percentage points to add the card.
All right, so we got the level 3 Veneer as our rare. So now we can talk about it with the 3/2 Darkness from earlier. So this was the defensive card that you have on the field during your opponent's turn. And then when it comes back to your turn, during your climax phase, you change it back into the Veneer, which is during your turn +2k. Up to once per turn, during the turn this card is placed on stage from hand or by change, you can Musashi when his attack gets cancelled. So you mill 1, deal damage equal to the level of the milled card +1. And then he changes back to the darkness and gives her +2500 power until the end of the turn. So this is like as you guys can tell, this is the scene where like Veneer's Mastodon Darkness and he possesses her and they're like fighting for control.
Yeah. If you're really a god gamer, then you have 2 of the 1/0 Veneer bombs and you resolve both of them. You have like 2 climax in the hand.
Sir, that costs 6 stock.
You have like 2 climax and 6 stock, and then you're just like, I'm gonna Musashi you twice every turn.
Okay, so this should be our 3rd foil then.
I have a theory that the triple rare might be bonus.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's probably 2 to 3. But maybe it's an SP.
Maybe.
It could be anything.
All right, here we go. 1, 2. It looks a foil. It's a foil.
What?
It's a foil. It's not
3
a good.
foils?
It's not a good one.
It's not a good one. I can't believe this is 3 foils per box.
Holy moly!
I gotta do the math on that. Okay, so there's 16 SRs and 6 triple rares. If we get, assuming 3 SPs, a case would have 72 foils, so that's 69 non-SP foils. And if you get 3 per box,
you're getting like 3 of each per case.
Yeah. 22 times 3. You get like 3 of each foil per case. Whoa! I might max already. No,
what the?
I'm not doing that. Wow, that's so generous. That's super nice of them.
Yeah, this is a really good spread of foils. If you
know, I really think that they took Colorful Stage to heart feedback, because I have so many customers that open Colorful Stage and they are just like,
wow, so many foils. Wow,
wait,
so many
where's
foils.
my foils?
Oh
no, it's
wait, no, it's the opposite.
Colorful Stage is like 1.
Oh, right, okay.
And there's like, where's my rest? Where's the rest of the foils?
Okay.
Wow. So this is just, they have updated this to just literally the modern ratios. 10 double rares set, so you get 3 to 4 double rares per box, and then you just get 3 foils every box from our 2-box sample.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Why is this a foil? Why is that a foil?
Well.
Okay, anyways, let's finish off this pack.
Yeah.
our last rare is going to be the 3-2 Wiz. Okay. We got some pretty good cards. We got to talk about most of the really relevant cards. I mean, like, they're all old. So, I mean, like, if you guys have been around in the community for a while, then you guys are pretty well aware of, like, what the set has to offer already.
But I do think that there's going to be a lot of people that came into Weiss at a later time, or maybe they were just too heartbroken that Konosuba was prohibitively expensive, so they never really bothered to get super invested into knowing what the set does. But now, you know, if you guys want to play Konosuba, you're going to be able to build decks for very, very budget prices. And in my humble opinion, I honestly don't think you would feel that bad playing Konosuba in the modern day. Your finisher lines can still just blow people out regardless of, you know, their compression. You do have decompression tools. With a 3-2 Aqua Fumio, you have, you know, a lot of counterplay with Foreclosure. No, if your opponent gives you a bunch of reverses with Bunko and Yun, you can still go into a situation where you just have like 8 stock for no reason. And then no matter the format, I think it's always going to be really good to be able to consistently triple early play level 3s at level 2. You know, so
yeah. What even really is the weakness of Konosuba in this day and age? Probably just like the level 0 line isn't as
I
like
would say
absurd.
the level 0 front row just doesn't really do enough. I think. I also think if you are playing the Bunny Girl Yun, or if you're playing Ambush Yun probably just doesn't really compare to Modern Brainstorms anymore. Because I think Modern Brainstorms come attached with so many cracked secondary effects. I think the level 1 game is like, you do rely a lot on just having a bit more time, because sometimes you just don't have good enough hand sculpting, and then you're kind of just relying on your raw advantage to get you there. But in this modern day and age, you're going to expect a lot of slow aggression really early. You should expect your board to be wiped every turn. And then if you don't have good Bunny Girl Yun resolutions, or you just can't get enough reverses, you might feel like you're just going to be behind a lot of the game. So I can definitely see, like, if people know what Konosuba does and they want to deny you of your reverses, or if you don't get lucky enough with your top checks on Bunny Girl Yun, you can definitely just start to fall behind. But if things go well, I don't think this will lose in terms of, you know, power level to other decks. Because I think the level 3 game is still quite strong.
All right. And so that's going to do it for our box opening. Hope you guys enjoyed our little look into the past in terms of like what this set was and like still is capable of. What do we have going forward though for...
So December is the free run reprint. We're probably not going to do much with that. Yeah, I think we might just have some filler content. You know, we are going to be tentatively recording BCS Pasadena matches, just like we did last year. So look forward to that whenever that resolves. Maybe sometime mid-December, when we are going to be bringing you guys some commentary in post of some exciting matches to see.
Well, I mean, like I would be pretty down to like if we can get like an in-person setup this year. I'd be pretty down to do that. I think that would be pretty exciting.
Well, we'll talk about it, but either way, we're going to bring you guys content for BCS Pasadena, so look forward to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, we are expecting a bit of a lull until, honestly, it's actually quite
January.
long, because it's the end of January. It's January 30th is Dandadan's release, which is going to be a really cool set. The English version of Dandadan is going to have all the Japanese promos as well, so that's really nice. But yeah, in the time being, we're probably just going to go into a semi-hibernation for a bit, and we'll bring you guys some maybe cool filler content in the meantime. I have seen your guys' opinions on, you know, the roulette format. That was really fun. Maybe if I can scrounge up some friends playsets for some other series like Hololive or something, maybe we can run that back again. But yeah, until next time, have a good holiday season, guys. For those eagerly awaiting the release of Konosuba, it's finally here after all these years, so definitely enjoy. Let me know what you guys are brewing up with. And until next time, this has been Mike
and Randall
on the Tressa's Collectibles channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.